Hey guys, I decided to do a video about giving a few reasons about why Ireland is a great place to work for pharmacists. Um, I thought I'd maybe share a little bit of my story and how I got to be a pharmacist working in a community pharmacy in Ireland and why I did that. And the number one reason why I think it's great to be a pharmacist in Ireland is because the rates are really, really high. So there's a scarcity of pharmacists in Ireland, and it's been like that for a few years now, and it's gonna be like that for at least a few years to come. So as far as I'm aware of, the rates are the highest in Europe, one of the highest anyway, if not the highest. Um, I can say that because I've worked with pharmacists from England, Scotland, Spain, Italy, and they all came to Ireland because the pay was way better than in their home countries. So that's a really good reason to work in Ireland as a pharmacist in community pharmacy. Um, Now the second reason why I think it's a great place to work, why Ireland is a great place to work for pharmacists, is the standard of living is one of the highest in Europe. So Ireland's GDP has been the highest in Europe a few years in a row now. So the country's growing, it's developing, it's fantastic. Like the level of the standard of living is really, really high. Another great reason why I think it's a another reason why I think it's a great reason to work in community pharmacy in Ireland would be the fact that the public really looks up to the pharmacist. So in every poll that was done to measure the trust that the public has in healthcare professionals, pharmacists ranked number one, even on top of GP, the general practitioners, the family doctors as they're known, and people really look up to the pharmacist. Like when they seek your advice, people trust you, they trust your knowledge, they trust your training, and that makes it worthwhile, and you feel really appreciated for the service you provide for the community. Now, another reason why I think it's great to be a pharmacist in Ireland in community pharmacy would be the fact that because of the shortage of pharmacists, you can actually get a contract before you even start signing up for the PSI, for the Pharmaceutical Society of Ireland, because there's a bit of paperwork involved with that, and it takes a bit of time. But like in my case, I interviewed online with the company that I currently work with, and they actually, after the interview, they were happy enough to give me a contract even though I hadn't even started the paperwork. I didn't even sit my English exam, because there is an English exam required to register with the PSI. So they gave me a contract, and we signed the contract just over the online interview. So that took the risk out of it. I didn't risk putting my time, energy, and money signing up with the PSI and coming to Ireland and not find a job, or the uncertainty of it. So that took the risk out of the whole thing. So that's a great thing. And another thing, in my case, I waited until all my paperwork was done, and I was registered with the PSI, and then I came to Ireland and started as a pharmacist. I had 3 months of training in one of the pharmacies, and basically I had a pharmacist with me all the time, showing me how the system works in Ireland. It can look a bit complicated at first, but once you get the hang of it, it really makes sense. If you're interested in me doing any videos on explaining the schemes that are in Ireland and how the system works, how you claim for your monthly fees that you get from the um, whole system, you just let me know, and I'll try to post a few videos on that. Maybe write it in the comments, so I can know it's of value to you. So this another thing and interesting thing is that you can interview online, and then you can come and work as a technician in Ireland in a pharmacy until your paperwork with the PSI is done and you're registered as a pharmacist in Ireland. So that means you can get paid as you learn. So you come in and you work in the dispensary with the pharmacist. You get to learn the computer program at your own pace, and you get to get acquainted with the schemes. You get to get acquainted with the whole dispensary and its layout and the way it works. Risk-free, because you're not the pharmacist yet. You're not responsible for everything that goes on in the dispensary. So you can actually have an interview online. You can pass the interview, get a contract, knowing that you will have a job while you the second you're registered with the PSI. And even better than that, you can have a job prior to that, and you can earn really good money as a technician and gain the skills that you need for when you will be the pharmacist in charge. So that makes it risk-free. That makes it pay as you earn, earn as you learn, and you get the respect that you expect from people after you provide the pharmacy service that at a high level. So those are the top reasons that I can think about right now for being a pharmacist in Ireland. So if you're interested, drop me a comment below, and I can refer you to the company, to the HR at the company that I'm currently working with. And so they're looking for referrals. They want to talk to pharmacists, and there are plenty of foreign pharmacists in Ireland. You will not be the only one. I have worked with pharmacists, as I said, from Spain, Italy, Scotland, England, Nigeria, Sudan, Romania, Hungary. That's only the ones that can come to my mind right now. I'm sure there are other countries, but there are a lot of pharmacists that are coming from other countries to Ireland to work, because it is a great place for pharmacists. So I hope this provided a value for you guys. Any questions that you have, just leave them in the comments below, and if there are any particular subjects that you would want to see videos on, just let me know. And I'm not a professional YouTuber or anything. I'm just seeking to provide value to pharmacists trying to find a better place for themselves in the world. So when I looked up online to search pharmacy in Ireland and how the schemes work and how the system works, I couldn't find anything. So when I came here, I was in the dark. But I'm thinking I'm gonna do a few videos of how the schemes work in Ireland and what I think you should know as a as a pharmacist coming to Ireland, that would make your transition easier and give you a bit of knowledge about how the system works. So I hope this video was useful to you and helpful. So see you in the next video. Bye.